Hello friends, today I will discuss the numerical problems on the furnaces. Before discussing the problems on the furnaces, let me discuss some important points here. The terms used in the furnaces are like this. Number one is specific heat. It is nothing but the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of the substance. Let small m be the mass of the substance in kgs, and S is the specific heat of the material, and T2 is the final temperature, T1 is initial temperature. Let H1 be the heat required to raise the temperature of the substance to T2 degrees centigrade. Then H1 is equal to M into S into T2 minus T1. Next, latent heat. It is the amount of heat required to change the state of substance. So let us say small m is the mass of the substance in kgs and LF is latent heat. Let H2 be the heat required to change the state of the substance. That is H2 is equal to m into LF. Then the total heat required to change the state of the substance is given by capital H, that is equal to H1 plus H2. So whatever we have calculated here H1 and H2, we add here like this. Then we say that is the total heat required for the charge to change its state. Next, there is a important relation, that is 860 kilocalories is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Next, here we should also know the equivalent circuit of the furnace. It is like this. Here is the secondary induced EMF of the transformer, and here RT is the transformer equivalent resistance referred to secondary. This is the total resistance of the transformer referred to the secondary side. This is XT. It is the total reactance of the transformer referred to the secondary side. Next, XL. It is the reactance of the lead. Next, RL is the resistance of the lead. Next, I2 is the secondary current or the current flowing in the furnace. Next, RE. It is the lead electrode resistance. Here RA. This is the arc resistance. This will vary with respect to the position of the electrodes. And here V2 or simply V is nothing but the supply voltage or the induced EMF in the secondary of the transformer. I2 is the current flowing in the transformer secondary. Next, when we say this is the AC voltage, this AC voltage will have the two components. One is the in phase component, the other is J component or rectangular component. So suppose if I say the in phase component is Vx, the rectangular component is say Vy, then we say the total supply voltage V2 or that is secondary induced voltage is given by V2 is equal to Vx plus JVy. So that is equal to root of Vx square plus Vy square. So this is the angle of power factor, that is cos phi is nothing but Vx divided by V2. Sin phi is nothing but Vy divided by V2. Suppose we want to know the kVA rating of the transformer for 3 phases, then we say kVA 3 phase is equal to 3 V V2 and I2, means this is nothing but this voltage and this current multiplied by 3. Next, so let us take a problem. So here the problem is determine the efficiency of the high frequency induction furnace which melts 1.815 kg aluminum in 10 minutes. The input to the furnace is 5 kilowatts and the initial temperature is 15 degrees centigrade. Specific heat of the aluminum is 0.212. Melting point of the aluminum is to 660 degrees centigrade. Latent heat of fusion of aluminum is equal to 76.8 kilocalories per kg. So here the steps are only 4. The first step is first calculate the or write the equation total heat H is equal to H1 plus H2. So accordingly calculate H1 and H2. Next step is find the total kWh. Next, third step is find the total kilowatts, that is output. Next, last step is find the efficiency, output divided by input. So first step is H. H is equal to H1 plus H2. Here H1 is nothing but M into S into T2 minus T1 plus M into LF is equal to 1.815 into 0.212 into 660 minus 15 plus 1.815 into 76.8. So when we simplify it, we get 387.57 kilocalories. As I already discussed, there is a relation that exists between kilocalories and kilowatt hours. We can say 860 kilocalories is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. So we have to convert this H into kilowatt hours. So divide this total heat required with the 860, that is heat required, that is 387.57 divided by 860 will give 0.45066 kilowatt hours, and this energy is consumed by the furnace in 10 minutes. That is what is given in the data. So let us calculate what is the power consumed by the furnace in this 10 minutes. So we know 10 minutes conversion into hours is nothing but 10 divided by 60 hours. So power required in 10 minutes is equal to 0.45066 divided by 10 divided by 60. That is, we have converted this 10 minutes into hours. So then we get 2.704 kilowatts. So this is the power consumed by the furnace to complete the melting of the substance. So we know the output and he gave the input, that is 5 kilowatts. So we can calculate now the efficiency of this furnace as output divided by input into 100 will give the percentage of efficiency, that is 2.704 divided by 5 into 100, that is 54%. Let us take another problem. So here find the energy required to melt the 0.5 tons of brass in single phase induction furnace. If the melt is to be carried out in half an hour, determine the input power to the furnace. Specific heat of the brass is given as 0.094 melting point of the brass is given as 920 degrees centigrade. Latent heat of fusion of brass is given as 30 kilocalories per kg, and furnace efficiency is given as 60.2%. Temperature of the cold charge is given as 20 degrees centigrade. So here cold temperature means it is nothing but initial temperature of the charge. So here we have the four steps to solve this problem. First step is first calculate the what is the total heat required, that is H is equal to H1 plus H2. Next calculate what is the energy required, that is in kilowatt hours. Then third step is find the total output in kilowatt hours. Next find the what is the input. So input is nothing but output by efficiency. So let us calculate what is total heat H, that is H is equal to ms into T2 minus T1 plus MLF. So M is given as half, half ton. So multiply that with the 1000 to get kgs into ms. S is nothing but specific heat, that is given as 0.094 into the final temperature is 920 degrees and initial temperature is 20 degrees, that is 920 minus 20 plus 0.5 into 1000, that gives you m in kgs into 30. So when you simplify this, we get the 57,300 kilocalories is the total heat. And we know the relation 860 kilocalories is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour. So using this formula, we can get what is the total output in kilowatt hours. That is 57,300 divided by 860, we get 66.62 kilowatt hours. So we know the now this energy is consumed in half an hour, that is given in the data. So we have to calculate what is the power absorbed by the furnace in this half an hour. So for this, total output power is equal to 66.62 divided by half an hour will give us 133.25 kilowatts. So we know the efficiency and we know the output. So we can calculate what is the input to the furnace. That is, input to the furnace is equal to output is calculated 133.25 divided by efficiency is given as 60.2. So we write here 0.602 into 100, then we get 221.355 kilowatts.